This month, an annual film festival is using the power of film to highlight the Latino experience. The movies are by and about Latinos in an effort to celebrate different cultures and bring communities together. A range of countries are represented in this year's festival, including filmmakers from Mexico, Peru, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, El Salvador, Colombia, Uruguay, and the United States. Founder and executive director of Cinefest, Sabrina Aviles, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Karen.
How are you today?
Good, but a little crazy.
Okay, I know, busy time, busy time. Yeah. So let's start this. In the Summers, directed by Alessandra La Corazza, is opening the festival.
Yes, it is.
What is it about, and why did you decide that that should be the first film?
Well, I love the film. It was a prize winner at Sundance, first of all. But more than being a film directed by a queer Colombian American and focusing on a Latino family, the relationship between a strained relationship between a father and his two daughters, it really has some universal humanistic qualities to the story that I think make it not only a Latino story, but a story for everyone. And to me, that was a big criteria. And also the fact that she is based here in the United States. So I always want to highlight the work that's being done by Latino filmmakers in the United States.
Now, the festival is also showcasing the documentary about the late Mexican, the beautiful artist, Frida Kahlo. Her story, told in her own words, is taken from her diaries and letters. And here's a quick clip.
Necesito pintar para vender mis cuadros. Nunca aceptaré dinero de ningún hombre hasta que muera.
This documentary, released and streaming since last spring, is probably one of the more widely known films in the festival. I love Frida Kahlo's artwork. So why did you choose this film?
We chose it. We know that it's available for streaming right now. We chose it again because Carla Gutierrez, the director, is brilliant. Again, it was in Sundance. I always wanted to showcase it, and we negotiated with Amazon to showcase it on a wide, big screen where it should be seen. And this is one of the films that actually is free. It's a free screening because of the reason that it's already on Amazon. But we just, in deference to Carla's work, and also Carla will be there at, participating in a Q&A, was just always wonderful. Yes. This is something you can't get on a streaming service. So those were the criteria that we used to program the film into the festival.
Now, do you have a favorite genre? Many of the films included in the festival are documentaries.
Yeah. It always turns out that way. It's that documentaries are so much more. It's a space where most of our voices tend to be showcased, and we always have to really look out for narrative films. But I love both, but I guess because I am a documentary filmmaker, I prefer documentary, and also because we have also such a wide range of visual languages with documentaries, and I think that that's one of the things we always take into consideration. So there's your, kind of talking heads regular documentaries, and things that are a little bit more artistic, and I even say challenging to a certain extent, but in a good way.
So give us a quick list of some of the topics and themes of the films this year.
Oh my goodness. Of course, things like immigration, but not just about what's happening in a border, but what it is to be defined as an immigrant in relationship to this country, and also that most of us are children of immigrants. Things like loss, things like identity, colonialism, which seems to be a very hot topic now. But also, I think overall, a lot of the films that are showcased, it's really about the interpersonal relationships that we have with our family, with our friends, universal themes that are appealing to a lot of people.
Now, this year you chose to begin a new tradition of kicking off the festival in Latino communities.
Yes.
And this year you're offering an early screening at the Apollinaire Theater in Chelsea.
Yeah, it happened already.
Okay.
So it happened a couple of weeks ago. But yes, I just thought, sometimes it's a challenge for our people to come to the festival here in Boston. So I thought this year we wanted to do a kickoff screening, and we chose Chelsea for different reasons because it is I've been there for 4 years filming different documentaries, and also to to showcase their 400th anniversary. And next year we hope to maybe, right now we're talking about doing it in East Boston. So it's something about offering a free screening to our communities and to let them own the festival.
And audience participation is a part of the festival for you too, right?
Absolutely.
What
yes,
is that?
yeah.
What does that involve?
So audience participation is basically having people to vote. You know,
Yes.
when they're there, they vote on their favorite documentary, their favorite film, and then we have awards given at the end of the session.
Oh wow, great. Just a wonderful, fabulous job. Thank you for being here, Sabrina, to tell us about this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank
All right.
you.
Everybody, Cinefest Latino Boston opens on Wednesday, September 25th with In the Summers, and the festival runs through the 29th. Check out WCVB.com/Cityline for links to the schedule and for ticket information.